This is All India Radio, Shillong, the Northeast News Bulletin, read by Miranda Blah. The Union Home Ministry has issued new guidelines for opening up of more activities in areas outside the containment zones. The process of phased reopening of activities has been extended further in Unlock 3, which will come into effect from the 1st of August. The new guidelines are based on feedback received from states and union territories and extensive consultations held with relative central ministries and departments. Restrictions on movements of individuals during the night have been removed. Yoga institutes and gymnasiums will be allowed to open from the 5th of August. Independence Day functions will be allowed with social distancing and by following other health protocols. Schools and colleges and coaching institutions will remain closed till the 31st of August. Manipur Government yesterday deported 21 stranded citizens of Myanmar from an Indian-Myanmar border town in Tengnoupal district. The group had been stuck at More town due to the lockdown imposed in the entire state to contain the spread of COVID-19. All of them tested negative for the virus at More hospital before their deportation. They were handed over at immigration officials at the Indo-Myanmar Friendship Bridge. In Manipur, 141 persons were confirmed as new COVID-19 positive cases, while 38 persons were discharged from COVID care centers of the state. The new COVID-19 positive cases belong to different districts of Manipur. The state authority has started investigation of the risk factor and travel history of most of the new positive cases. They are being shifted to the COVID care facilities and necessary medical precautionary measures are in place. In Manipur, the cumulative number of positive cases is 2,458 now. The numbers of active and recovered cases are 805 and 1,653 respectively. The recovery rate is 67.24%. In Meghalaya, the 3-day lockdown in Shillong agglomeration, which ended last night, will not be further extended. Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong, after a review yesterday, said that after taking into consideration all inputs from the district administration as well as the health department, the state government took the decision. He, however, said that random antigen testing will be aggressively conducted in all the 71 clusters and were earlier identified across the state. 5 new COVID-19 cases were detected in the state yesterday. Out of those 5 cases, 2 are armed forces personnel from East Khasi Hills district, 1 from Ribhoi and 2 BSF personnel from West Garo Hills district. The total number of active cases in Meghalaya stands at 572, which includes 291 civilians, 246 BSF personnel and 35 armed forces personnel. The 6th session of Nagaland Assembly session scheduled for today has been deferred to August 13 following detection of 6 staff of Nagaland Legislative Assembly Secretariat as COVID-19 positive. Meanwhile, the District Task Force Kohima during its emergency meeting decided to seal the Assembly office for 48 hours as per the SOP on preventive measures to contain the spread of COVID-19 in the offices. In a letter to the Principal Secretary Home Nagaland, Deputy Commissioner Kohima, who is also the chairman of the District Task Force, said fumigation and disinfection of the office premises is being initiated following all health safety measures and SOPs of the government. It said the proposed seal area is mapped and cordoned off. The Assam Government has decided to reduce the quarantine period for passengers arriving from outside the state to 10 days from the existing span of 2 weeks. The period will be inclusive of the days spent in institutional, hotel or home quarantine, an order issued by the Health and Family Welfare Department said. If a passenger spends initial 2 days in a hotel or institutional quarantine, then the person will spend the remaining 8 days in home quarantine. Similarly, if any passenger directly proceeds from home for home quarantine, then the traveller shall spend 10 days in home quarantine, it said. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal visited the erosion and flood-hit areas of Lakhimpur and Dhemaji districts. During his visit to the 2 districts, he interacted with the officials of the Water Resource Department and took stock of the measures taken by the department to mitigate the effects of erosion. Though the flood situation in the state has improved, still nearly 18 lakh people are affected. And with that, we end the Northeast News Bulletin, which came to you from the Shillong station of All India Radio. Have a nice day.